Buckle and come back in due to a light pole or whatever it may
It's
be.
not going to be a straight path, it will.
Right, there's a couple spots where it meanders out back and forth.
I mean, I think our main concern is Weymouth, and obviously security along there. Right now, in front of Duffy's, it's wide open. Anybody can walk through
Right.
anytime they want it, so it's not like we're, changing much.
And to that point, even from Duffy's, you still can't, you'd have to walk around the fences that come up to the lakes, because the fences, to get into the
Right.
community per se,
Right.
or swim across the lake.
The gators. All those in favor? Opposed?
Thank you. One other item. Last board meeting, we requested to check on the PUD as to whether or not the HUD requires that the golf course be public, open to the public. I haven't finalized that because there's just a gazillion documents online in the old Lee County Community Development website to go through and find the original RPD zoning and designation. So hopefully the goal is to have that for the next board meeting. Didn't realize, it's just...
I'm sorry, what?
whether or not the PUD has a requirement that be open to the public.
Phil asked that. Could we make this a private course?
And there's it's at the Lee County Community Development website where you have the original documents for the zoning, the DRI, and everything else. It's just massive amount of files. I'm trying to work through those and not get the files that don't have content that are useless.
Wouldn't it be irrelevant because, is it 90 or 190?
190.
190. Because in 190, pretty much anything we own has to be, per se, open to the public, just like when we were talking about the building, we would have to offer that.
Correct.
If we built a building.
But we can have a rate differential for the members of the public versus the residents of the community.
I think we were thinking of just making this strictly a private course.
I was just curious.
Okay. So,
And I think 190, the provisions in 190.
It's only 190 is construed plus the tax code, plus everything else as a public facility.
Yeah, it just doesn't make.
We can regulate it, the board can regulate it, we can have rate differentials.
I
Like we
guess
do
where
have
I'm kind of
different-
going with this is we pay you an hourly rate, and I don't know how much we want to continue down
Yeah.
the road of looking into this, where I think personally.
I had a budget for the year, are you kidding me?
I think 190, I think my personal opinion, I'm not a lawyer, but I've read most of 190, that I think the provisions within 190 pretty much prevent us from, as long as the CDD owns it, which I think that's in perpetuity as well, that we could not be in private course. That's my opinion.
I'll do this because for I'd like to learn as much as I can about my districts, and a lot of times I don't charge. I won't charge more than $500 for this because I think I'd like to gather all those zoning documents myself. So.
okay.
My main reason for that, question was to see if we had any protection from the county to avoid price gouging from tech. That was my reason I asked that question. Because I think we got thrown under the bus when the building was sold to begin with.
Well,
And I don't think it should have been allowed to be sold out from under us.
well, and the thing was, if you look back, the closing of that was November of '03. At that point in time, the members of the board were U.S. Homes people because not
Right.
enough of the building was sold. And there were 2 residents, or 3 residents, that were elected to the board. They did not take their offices till December of '03. So,
Actually, it's 2000.
2004.
Yeah.
So the thing is, the CDD board at the time had the right to say we don't want to do it. It wasn't residents, it was U.S. Homes, and that's where we,
That's my point. That was a bad faith transaction.
well,
It was,
Yes.
because there were no residents on the board.
which is how all new developments
legally,
work.
that's
legally,
how
that's
it's set
how
up.
it works. So, yeah, do I think it was wrong? Yeah.
Certainly
Did-
questionable.
Questionable, but was it illegal? No. And can we go back and change it? No. I mean, I agree with you, would have been nice at that
I
point.
know we can't change that. I was asking just to make sure.
Right.
or to see if we could avoid any price gouging with any protection from the county. But I guess that's not possible.
And just, I don't really, correct me if I'm wrong, the county really doesn't have jurisdiction over us because we are organized under 190, which are state statutes. Now, of course, we have to abide by county laws and regulations and rules, but we don't answer to the county, really.
Or the village. No,
Directly. We
Again,
answer to the state, under the state statutes.
but zoning, permitting, and those matters are the county and village.
Right.
District has no authority in those areas.
I just meant more on a wider basis. We don't really answer to the county for anything. If we have issues, we are answering to the state at the end of the day.
Because that's who we petitioned when we were looking at potentially bankruptcy and all that stuff. That county, village had nothing to do with that. So
You know,
We didn't have to get their
the issue
permission.
of the village is just the land development codes and their own
Right.
codes and ordinances. That's-
And as far as price gouging, it would be in the lease, what percentage they can increase the lease. And that's where we would, that's where the price gouging would come in. And I think and I have to go back, but I think there is a limit. They can't just up it 20%. So,
They upped it more than 20%. The lease on the pro shop, that's what you're referring to. Didn't they?
well, I think it
Went up like
was something
100%.
with- Yeah. We got crushed.
It went from like $3,000 a month to $10,000 a month.
But that was provision in the lease.
Right.
That was a U.S. Homes negotiated lease, but they were certainly within their rights to invoke those provisions.
In other words, hopefully all of this will help fix all those past problems.
yes, let's hope.
One can only hope.
It's going
Yes,
to cost us a little bit to do it, but
we'll do it. Okay.
Nothing further.
Okay, so you don't have any more reports?
No.
Okay. Johnson and Hearing was here. Chuck, do you have anything?
I have nothing.
Okay. Our next meeting is December 14th here at 9 a.m. Phil Simonson, you have anything?
Nope.
Phil? Mike? Chris?
Email box has been pretty quiet. I think I
Good.
sent you a few things. And John, I sent you that Wyndham, someone was talking about the end of Wyndham, landscaping, mowing areas.
Is it Weymouth? I think it's Weymouth.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we took care of
Had
it.
to fit.
Yeah, because you were saying Wyndham, I'm like,
It was one of the W's.
Yes, it's one of the W's. Sorry. You're probably right, because you're the one that organized it. But-
yeah.
So that got taken care of.
Yep.
The email I sent you about a road that starts with W, you took care of it.
Yes, sir, it is done.
Perfect. That's all
Done
I'm
and
going to hear. Okay.
Okay. One thing, John, when are we going to have the Christmas? Did we do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, well, I figured we would have our next meeting before,
Oh, okay. Bless you.
because where's our next meeting then?
The 14th.
I believe it's the 16th.
Okay.
I do believe. It's the 16th for the staff and board members and their significant others.
And Tony and Chuck, you're more than welcome to join us. It'll be under the 10th on this. Thank you.
I think we're doing steak
Steak and potatoes.
and
so-
potatoes.
Are we 9 a.m. on the 14th?
On the 14th, we're 9 a.m. The 16th, it would be 12 noon.
Yes.
Okay? So yes, you gentlemen are
Thank you.
more than welcome to join us. And also did Crosby arrange for...
Hourly rate one, considered state.
The Christmas
Yeah,
bonuses?
Yeah,
I can't.
that's how you're getting paid, steak and potatoes that day. The Christmas bonus?
I believe so, yes. She's willing to
Okay,
go.
just double check with her on that. Okay, I have nothing else. Can I have a motion to go home?
Second.
Thank you. Opposed? Okay. All right, see you all on the 14th. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Yep. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, enjoy. And to the residents, happy Thanksgiving.